Welcome to the latest Tea with Lady T. I'm your host, Lady T, and I have the fabulous Sarita Rodriguez with me today. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yes, awesome. I've read and learned so much about you, and I just knew that you would be a great fit to have on the show because you exemplify what everyday woman is. So I just want the viewers to get to know about you. So let me know, who is Miss Sarita Rodriguez?
Well, on a personal side, I'm a mom of two boys. I've got a
Awesome.
27-year-old and an 8-year-old. This is when the Lord has a different plan for you when your eldest turns 18.
I know. Oh
um,
goodness.
my 8-year-old boy, Augustine, I homeschool him, and he is featured in a show at Everyday Women TV with my health and wellness show, Growing with Gus. And I'm also a grandma to a 4-year-old and
Oh
a soon
wow.
to be next year in March to Juliet. So, gonna have two grandbabies.
Wow, and you don't look a day over 32. So you look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So when I was reading the article in She Exists magazine,
Mhm.
I was noticing that you started out doing wellness. Is that correct?
Yes.
And
Well,
then go ahead.
my background for 17 years was in fashion and makeup.
Okay.
And I was helping people feel and look good on the outside. And just like any other middle aged person, you kind of hit a wall in your life, right? You start thinking, is there more to life than just this? And it's not that I was not satisfied with what I was doing. I just felt like there was a higher purpose.
Awesome.
And I was scrolling through Facebook, um, just like any other depressed person at 2 a.m. in the morning, trying to
I know
sleep,
we can really do that, can't we?
trying to sleep, and you're scrolling and scrolling, and then I see this ad for health coaching for integrative nutrition, and I went, "What's this?" And something made me click on it. And I went, oh my gosh, I can do this. This is exactly the same thing what I'm doing now, except it's for wellness. And, fast forward to today, here I am now.
Isn't it amazing how you can have an idea of knowing that you want to do something else and you could be on the social media and like you said, it automatically just pops up and you just click that something and you're like, oh wow, okay. There might be something I need to look into. So yeah, social media is a great platform for getting different ideas. So, I know it's a lot of backlash behind social media, but actually it really has a lot of great points and it has helped lead the way for other people to find their direction in life. So that is amazing. So now you have the show on YouTube and Everyday Women. And tell us about the show and how did that come about?
Well, Growing with Gus features my son, Augustine. He's 8 years old. He's going to be 9 in January. Um, I came about the idea of this show was when I started doing my health coaching practice and talking to my clients, a lot of their health challenges stemmed from lifestyle. It wasn't something that, they were born with. It was a matter of changing habits. And I said to myself, what if they had this information when they were younger? Like how we had the information of smoking is bad for us, right?
Right.
Um, if you were, the baby boomer generation, you didn't really know that smoking was bad for you because there were ads about cigarettes that were cool. It was in the movies. It was being presented to you that you were the coolest person if you smoked this type of cigarette. Nobody
Mhm.
really knew how bad it was. And I feel the same way about food. Nobody is really talking about it. And the ones that are, they're kind of outcasted in the health industry as kind of like, um, there's something wrong with you, especially some of the functional medicine doctors, they're not very popular
Right.
because they're talking about you have to change your diet. You have to start reading the ingredients. There's a reason why in some countries, the foods that we have are not allowed in their country. They don't want their citizens eating that type of food, certain lifestyles. It's all a balance, and your health is more than just, exercising and just like, oh, I'm just going to eat 2,000 calories and I'm going to be healthy. It's beyond that.
Right. Yes, and I'm struggling with that now. Is that I want to get back into the exercise. I went to the gym this morning,
That's
but I've started juicing, and my daughter, she's in college, and she said, "Well, you need to make sure that you're juicing the right things to give you the benefits that you're trying to achieve. You just can't be just taking vegetables and putting them together and juicing them and think you're going to get a result." So, do you juice?
Yes, I have a juicer, and yes, I do recommend juicing. Part of your health journey is trying what works for you. So this is good that you're now doing the juicing, but juicing is not for everybody. And just because you don't juice does not mean you're not a healthy person. Okay, I want to
Right.
make that clear. There's no one diet that works for everybody. What may work for me may not work for you. You know, uh, Diet comes into play with your DNA, your religion, your culture, food allergies. I mean, my goodness, some people don't even know they have a gluten intolerance, or a sensitivity to it. And meanwhile, they're breaking out in rashes and they have no idea why. And
Right.
they're using other chemicals to cover that up. And it's just a never ending cycle. So, um, when you're starting out with your new health journey, always journal what's going on. How did you feel before you started? How did you feel, after, right away? And then maybe 3 hours after. How was your energy? Did you have brain fog, or maybe you didn't? You know, Start noticing those things, because then, as over time, you're going to realize which foods actually fuel you, which foods give you clarity, which foods energize you. And that's all you want, is to start eating to fuel your body. And that's really how we were supposed to be doing from our ancestors, right?
Exactly.
They ate to fuel their body because they had to hunt, again. They need that energy. They didn't have TV or the internet to just sit around, So that's another thing, that's also about health, is you have to also limit all of your other activities that you're doing that's keeping your body stagnant and your brain stagnant. It's very important to have a well-rounded lifestyle when it comes to health.
Right, right. And I do appreciate that because, like I said earlier, it's been an uphill, downhill battle. It's one minute I'm doing great, I'm going to the gym, and I know a lot of women they can relate to that. It's like, okay, I'm going to start this journey. I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to eat right, and you be 3 days in, and it's like, well, so
Well, Camille, I want to ask you, here's something that I ask my clients and I have them fill out a little form is, you might not be a gym person. You might be more of a salsa dancing person. Just because you're not going to the gym does not mean you're not healthy. The point is to move your body.
right,
Some people are not gym people. They're not indoors people. They're outdoors. So the only way they can stick to an exercise or fitness routine is if they go outside. So then I say, okay, go to the park. Go do your workout at the park. In California, you'll see all these people working out in the beach. They're not indoor people. They're
right.
not doing it because they want to look good. Well, maybe some do, for social media. But I mean, in our last vacation, I mean, there were these people, they looked like they trained for Ironman or something. They were fit, really fit, and they were older than me. And I was just like, oh my God, those are like 30-pound balls they're carrying into the sand. But these are people that enjoy working out outdoors. Um, some people prefer, salsa dancing or doing some other activity that just moves their body. It might be rock climbing, it might be hiking, it might be something else. So if the gym is not working out for you, try something else.
Right, right. And
Okay?
that's a good tip, and I'm gonna follow that because I did notice that when I first moved here in December, I was getting out walking because I was just enjoying being in Florida in December and it's 80 degrees and I would get out and walk twice a day, so I was okay. I was doing great. And then when I thought, well, let me go and join this gym because I want to amplify my exercise and want to get the best results, I just stopped walking, didn't go to the gym. I mean, it just all fell apart. So when you said figure out your routine that best works for you, you are exactly right. Because I think when I was doing the outside and the walking, I was getting the better results.
There
And
you go.
I'm sure that the viewers can relate to that as well.
Right.
Us as women, we have such a stigma on wanting to be a certain way or wanting to look a certain way because we see in all these things on social media or commercials, and we want to wear these type of clothes and we want to do these type of things, and we put so much pressure on ourselves to be that way. But as you said, you have your own level of what fit is, and what
Right.
healthy is. And
Right.
it starts with your diet, you know.
Right. And I want to point out that, coming from a very superficial industry, which was the fashion and beauty industry, where you're judged based on how you look, and you bring this up with health, I can tell you that a lot of the people that used to sit in my chair when I would do makeup on or, style, you know, health, just because you fit a size 2 or size 4 doesn't mean you're healthy.
Right.
There's a lot more going on. Just because you fit into your Versace dress does not mean you're healthy. There's a lot of things going on. So what I can say to women out there when they're looking at their health and their social media is terrible. I would say if you are going on social media and you're feeling depressed, delete it. Stop following those people. Start following healthy people. Start following health coaches. Start following shows like this. People, women like Tennille, women that will inspire you, women that will strengthen you. Because there is no glory when you, first thing in the morning, you're already putting yourself down. Because you're scrolling through Instagram, comparing yourself to influencers.
Right.
You've already set yourself up for failure. And then you're supposed to be motivated to go to the gym, and then you're going to the gym and you're not feeling good already because you just saw that outfit and you're like, man, I'll never fit that. Then you go to the gym, then you see all these other women that are just so fit. They all had to start somewhere. They didn't get there overnight. And it's just like your health. You're like, for example, you may have type 2 diabetes. There is a possibility that you can, reverse that. But that didn't happen overnight. So it's a slow progression. Having high blood pressure didn't just happen overnight. You didn't just wake up with it. Okay. That's a lifestyle. You have to change things. And with that comes with commitment, and your commitment to yourself and having the consistency. So when you have consistency, this is where having the journal, because now you can't be consistent if it's something that depresses you or makes you upset. If
Right.
going to the gym and seeing all these fit people upset you, then go outside. Go do something else. Maybe hiking is better for you. But you have to be proactive with your health. Be proactive with your mental health as well, because they all go hand in hand. It's easy to say go to the gym every day, but if you're depressed, it's hard. It's hard to get out of bed if you're depressed. It's hard
Right.
to just even do the laundry. And now you're telling me I have to go to the gym. It's
Right.
like
So
it
it's
doesn't
adding
work.
on to that mental health
Yeah,
issue that we all, are hearing so much more about now than we ever have in the past. And like you said, I think it's more so a lot with women. It's the mental health of trying to compare ourselves to somebody or someone that we have no insight on who they really are or what they really do. We just look at them as the outward, and we start comparing ourselves, and then that puts on the mental health issues and the anxiety about certain things. So I'm glad you did mention that, because being, not doing, well, let me say, doing something that you really want to do, or you want to be healthy, you want to be fit, but your mental health is keeping you from doing those things. So it all ties in together.
Yes. I would say start with your mindset first. In any of my programs with my clients, I have to figure out where your mindset is at first. There is no point in me giving you a program, a weight loss program, or, a fitness program that will help you, with certain things, or any program. If your mindset is not there, we have to start with the mindset. What are you dealing with?
Right,
We
right,
have to get to the root cause, because becoming obese didn't just happen.
right,
You
right.
know,
And that's
something
true.
happened that made you comfortable, that gave you comfort, or it gave you a sense of pleasure, and it continued to do so over time after how many years, and now you are saying, wait a minute, this doesn't work for me. I can't play with my kids anymore. I'm out of breath. I can't run. My friends are doing these things and I can't do it because I have, an extra 15, 20 pounds.
Right, right,
So let's go back to, when did that happen? When did that start? There's a trigger there. There's a thing there. And we work with that. We work towards that. So then that way, this is the last program you'll ever do. Self-mastery is a lifetime. It's a lifelong thing. But if you can learn to understand yourself, you truly have everything you need to heal yourself. It's you. All the answers that you're seeking from every guru, from every coach, from every book you're reading. If you just start studying yourself, how your
mhm,
mind works, where your emotions are going when you watch TV. Maybe you're watching a sad movie and that reminded you of your childhood. And so here you go, eating a tub of ice cream. You're
right,
now on autopilot. You don't even realize you're doing this.
right. That
You
that makes
know?
a lot of sense. That makes
Mm-hmm.
a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
You are so enlightening, and I do this show to help other women, but you have inspired me just to look within, just with the journey. Never did I know this, doing this interview in the beginning, that I'm thinking I'm just talking. I forget about doing the show, and I'm just talking to you, learning from myself. So I know if you're
We can
teaching
talk.
me,
We can talk. We
I
can
know
talk.
you're teaching me, and I'm learning from your tips and things to look for, and just different way of doing things and the outlook of things. I know that other women would love to hear more about what you do and how you can help them. Do you have a program, and how can they reach you to get the program and be a part of your program, or things, get tips or anything? How can they reach you online or social media?
Well, they can go on my website. I do free consultations. It's www.recalibratewellness.com. And I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Recalibrate Wellness. I'm all on there. And of course, in the private groups for Everyday Woman TV, I'm on there. I do have my own little support group. It's called Recalibrate Wellness with Sarita, and that's on Facebook. And I do post educational videos on there, very brief, 2 minutes, 3 minutes videos of just little things that that will help you in your health journey. And occasionally I'll go live. But yeah, and then on my Twitter too, you can do Twitter spaces now where you can just record your voice instead of doing these long posts. So I'll
Oh,
do live recordings on Twitter as well. So yeah.
awesome. Well, I know that I'm going to be joining those groups. And
Yes, and just
you will
talk
be
to me.
seeing my name come up on the Recalibrate Wellness site for my free consultation.
Yes, yes. And it's just like this. My programs are just like this. It's very easy. It's just we're just talking. But my thing is I'm guiding you so that you understand yourself. So,
Right.
really, sincerely, the diet is the easy part. Teaching you yoga, it will be the easy, all of these things. Anybody can do that. Anybody can write you a nutrition plan. But
Right.
how do you actually do it? And why do you keep doing the self sabotage? There's the key thing there.
That's the
There's
key.
the program.
That's it.
there, there you go.
That's it. The self sabotage is
That's
that you are
the one you
exactly
need
right.
help on.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to be on the show and to help us all the women and even the men help that'll be tuning in to help us start that journey. And as you said, it starts with your mental and figuring out where you went wrong, what's stemming you to do the certain things, the self sabotaging, as you stated. So again, I appreciate you. I would be getting in touch with you, and I'm sure that there'd be some viewers that will be getting in touch with you as well, because you have really enlightened my day. And just even with the journey of me starting back today, this was right on time for me.
Congratulations on that. And remember, you're never alone. You're never alone in this health journey.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, I do appreciate you. And again, like I said, I will be getting in contact with you on www.recalibratewellness.com for my free consultation. Well, thank you so much. All right, Teasters, that is the interview with Miss Sarita Rodriguez. We appreciate you. You can reach me at T with Lady T, that's TEA at Lady T at Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And that's TEA with Lady T on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Until next time, have a great day.